In our previous class, we have discussed that there are two different types of file: ASCII file and ASCII text file and binary files. The difference between text file and binary file, and to open the file, the syntax is you have to give the file name and the access mode. And the different access modes we have discussed: R for reading, W for writing, A for adding at the last, R for both reading and writing, W plus is writing new content and reading them back, A plus is append and reading the existing content. So these are the different modes of file access. Different ways the file can be opened. Even in the X mode, it can be opened. X mode, I will tell you later. So these are the different. Basically, these modes are being used for opening a file in Python. Okay. So this we have already discussed. So we'll see that how a file can be opened. As I said, the syntax is you have the file object equals to open file name access mode. Just look over here. This is the file object. This is the file object. File name. This is the file object. You can give any name over here. Open is the function that you use, and I give a file name over here. I give a file name over here. Correct? To remember, I am giving what? My file equals to open pkt.txt. So this file name, I am not giving an access mode. So what is the default access mode?
Read,
What is
sir.
the default access mode?
Read, sir. Read.
Read. So that, correct. So that means pkt.text file will be open for reading. Default is read mode. So the same I may write like this. The same I may write my file equals to open pkt.txt comma r for reading. So these two are same actually. Correct? Either if you do not mention in access mode, it would by default it is read. You can also write in this way. If suppose I want to open the data.txt, this file I want to open, but this is inside the temp directory of C drive. Let data.txt is inside C:/temp. Then I may open it by giving the entire path, the full path I have to give, C:/temp/data.txt. Then this is the mode, read mode, write mode, whatever mode you want to give, that mode you may write over here. Correct? So the file opening mode can be given over here. The file opening mode can be given over here. Correct? So now look here. Have you marked that we are giving 2 slash over here rather than giving a single slash? We are giving 2 backslash over here. The reason is that suppose I give 1 slash over here. What will happen? This C:/temp. So the slash T is a escape sequence, is it or not? The slash T may be converted to the escape sequence over here. To avoid that, we use double slash. I hope it is understood, or otherwise I will repeat.
1 second, sir.
Okay. Suppose my file is data.txt, which is present inside C:/temp. So instead of writing double slash, suppose I write C:/temp/data.txt. So I mean that, or my understanding is that I will write C:/temp. But what the Python may understood, that slash, it may take the slash T as one character and it will convert into the escape character. Correct? Like the slash A, suppose I will have another slash A. Slash A may be converted to audible bell. Right? So slash T, to avoid that slash T should not be converted, I give another slash over here. You must be knowing that to avoid escape sequence, we give double slash. So that we are giving over here. To avoid any escape sequence, we give another slash over there. So here also, we want the /t should not be converted to the tab. Therefore, we have given double slash over here.
Sir, why
So
we
while
use double
giving the
colon after C?
name, give double slash. Double colon.
Sir, why we use colon after C?
This is C drive, na C colon slash. See, all drives are given with colon symbol. C colon, A colon, D colon, E colon. These are all colon. The drives are with colons. Then the folder name can be written like that. Whenever it is not in Python, everywhere you use the drive, it is with colon. Wherever you use, you must have used in C++ or C language, whatever you use. The drive is actually being C colon, or a floppy drive, A colon, or your pen drive is D, E colon or F colon, like that. That represents the drive name. Temp is a folder, while C colon is a drive. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I may open by not writing any access mode. I can open by using any access mode like read or write. I can open this file by using the double backslash. Instead of giving this double backslash, I can use only single slash, but I have to write R over here. If I write R, then I may not need to give double slash over here, double backslash over here. So this text will be taken as it is written over here. So the conversion will not take place. Are you getting me? You are using double slash over here. If I do not want to give double slash, then what I have to give? I would just have to write R. Then I have to write this one. So before giving the full path, just write R. So that this conversion of escape sequences will not take place. Is it understood or any doubt?
Understood, sir.
The R stands for raw text. The R stands for raw text. That means after this, whatever you are writing, this is raw text. That means no conversion. R stands for what? Raw text. So after this, whatever you are writing, this text is raw. That means you do no escape character conversion will take place. Correct? So the 4 different ways. The another way, the simplest way most of the people use is, instead of writing double slash or R, I can simply use the forward slash. If I use the forward slash, that also is accepted in Python. So I may write forward slash over here R, so that the file can be opened. I hope it is understood now. So a different way of writing the syntax for opening the file. Is it understood or anyone having doubt? Okay.
Understood, sir.
Okay. If I want to close a file, my work is over and I want to close the file. Correct? I have opened the file, I have done some operation. How to do the operation, I will tell. So I have only told that how to open the file. First in syntax I told. After operation, how to close the file, I am telling now. How to close the file? To close the file object dot close. As you can see over here, this is the file object. Suppose I have taken my file, then I will write my file dot close. So automatically the file will be closed by removing whatever the memory is allocated, referenced, those will be reclaimed. Correct? The file can be closed by using file object dot close. Now we'll go for reading and writing files. How will you do the reading and writing files in Python? Reading and writing files means you will write into the disk So from the memory, you will write into the disk, that is writing. And after storing, if I want to read from the disk, so memory to disk is writing, disk to memory is reading. Correct? So to the disk, either we will write or read. How the operation will be carried out. So to read from a file, suppose a file is given, I want to read from a file. The syntax is file object equals to open file name, comma access mode. The file will be opened first. As I already told this one, file object equals to open file name access mode. This one already I have told. Correct? So first I will open the file. After opening the file, I will read the content. Okay. So let me show it through an example. I want to open a file. Let the file is over here on my desktop. Suppose there is a file. Suppose this is the file test. What is written over here? New text file. Demo.txt. Okay, inside of which I'll write Silicon Institute of Technology. So I have written something over here. And I save it. So I want to open this file. Let me take what is its path? C:/0. Give the complete txt. Give the complete path. And for which purpose you will open? I'll open for it. Either you give or not, it will be considered as the read mode. Correct? By writing this, you have opened the file for reading. I just change it to / so that the file has opened. I want to read from the file. I'll write f.read. Just simply I just open the file I want to read. Correct? And after this I want to close the file, so I'll just write f.close. Correct? So let me run it and check. Let me store, so save it somewhere. So text I save. See, this is the simplest program. I just want to read from a file and print it. Correct? These things I have written in this file or not. You can see the output over here. So what we have done, we have opened the file, the demo.txt file that you have recently created, and how we are opening by giving forward slash complete path with the read mode. Then I use f.read. Read function reads the content of the file. So f.read will read the content of this file and we close it. Correct? Can you do it or not?
Yes, sir.
Now see here. Now look here. Suppose I write my file dot read of 30. So then what it will do? It will read 30 characters from that file and it will store over here. Str is equal to my file dot read of 30. That means from the beginning it will read 30 characters and store it over here in str, and I can print str to text. Is it understood? So it will read the next reads the next 30 characters from the last read. Correct? So from where the cursor is, from the where the handler is, file handler is, from that position 30. So when you open the file, find handler is at the beginning of the file. So the moment you write my file dot read of 30, the cursor moves 30 characters from the beginning of the file. Correct? So I may write in this way also, file of this dot read of 30. This is another way of opening the file. I may write file is a function, right? This can be used to open a file, a read of 30. Correct? So I may write in this way if you want that I write, suppose str f dot read of 30. A 30 node, I will take suppose 10. Take f dot read of 10. Just look over here. I have opened the file. Str is equal to f dot read of 10. That means it will read the first 10 characters. And I want to print the str. I want to print the str. So only the first 10 characters. So that it returns what? It reads the next 30 characters last or 30 also. You can write like this also. If you want to open the file in this way, that can also be done. If you want to open it in this way, file R, then you write this one. That can, this will solve. Same thing, correct? It will be considered as the raw text. Then I have read of 30. So it will read 30 characters, or I can give 10 characters over here. The moment I write this and I run it, file not some error, maybe it's 2.7 it was taking. Okay, the file function was there, maybe in 3.7 it is not supported. Okay, so what it does, so if you write read of 30, it reads 30 characters from the last string. Now, if I want to read a one line at a time, I want to read one line, then I have to give, I'll open the file, then I have to give the read line function. So if I give read line, it will read one line at a time. It will read one line at a time. Suppose this one just deleted, I want to read one line at a time. So I open the file. Instead of giving this, if I write read line, so it will read one line. It will read the first line. You can see the first line it have, correct? It will read one line. Is it understood? Only read function with some value reads that number of characters. If you do not pass any value, it reads the entire content. If you give read line, it reads one line only. If you want to print all lines, the read lines. So the read function is same as the read lines function. Is it understood? The only read reads the entire content. Read of 30 or read of 20 content reads 20 number of bytes from the beginning of the file. Read line reads one line from the file. Read lines reads the entire content from the file, all lines from the file. Is it understood or anyone having doubt?
Sir,
Any doubt from this slide?
hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can we pass any line number inside the read line function, or it will always print the first line?
No. Now it is. I will tell you. Very good question. Suppose I want to read the third line, fifth line, or that way. Do remember what I have to go? If I have to fifth line, I have to go. Then the first four lines I have to skip. Read line will always try to read from the current position. So how to move the pointer to that position? There is another function. I will go for that. In subsequent slides, it will be there. So you will move the file handler to a particular position, and then you can read from that position onwards. Suppose I want to read the fifth line, then I have to move it to that particular location, and then I can give the read line so that that particular line will be read. So read line will read one line from the current position. So if it is beginning of the file, it is first line. If I have moved the pointer to the third line or fourth line, it will read from the fourth line. So how to move it, that I will discuss in the subsequent slides. It is there, correct? So moving the pointer, I have till now I have not told. I have only told that to read number of characters from the beginning of the file, reading lines, or reading the entire content from the file. How to read that I will tell you for the particular line or some characters, or from this character to this character, that I will tell you for moving the pointers inside the file. Correct? Let us take an example over here. Suppose I want to read the content of the file. So simply what I will write, reading the content of the file, f equals to open c:/user/ your entire content. This is the file name. This is the file name. So here we have taken demo.txt. So that already we have given this and we have tested. Correct? Similarly, if you want to read character wise, what I'll do? I have opened the file. I'll give read of 5. Correct? So 5 character. After reading, then after reading this, then it will print what? After reading character by character. If you want to check, you may check this program. Check. run it. Correct. And similarly, we can also go for the last one. You can see if I want to read, just see over here, just copy it down and run it so that you will better understand. See what I'm trying to do. F equals to open c:/user. This my file is over here. My file is demo.txt. For I in range 1 to 5. So what will be the value of I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. And what it will read? F dot read line. So how many times it will read? 1, 2, 3. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 times it will read. Correct. So I change it to suppose 3. 1 and a 2. That means it. So now check over here. See, I have given over there what is how many lines? 3 lines it has over here. And what we have given? The first for I in range 1 to 3. Dot read line for range 1 to 3. So 1 and 2. So 2 lines it has printed from the file and the last line get printed. Is it understood or any doubt? I hope it is understood.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thus, now we'll go for the next example over here. So the this is a program to reading from a so here. So look, this is my program. Sorry, my file name is demo.txt, correct? Right, this is my program. So what should be the output? Can you guess that what should be the output of this? What should be the output of this?
So first Silicon Institute of Technology will be printed. After that, end of first line. After the second line, and after that, end of the first one.
Yes. So this will print only one line. This is also printing the one line, but it says that from where it will print from where the cursor is. So after reading the first line, the cursor is at the end. So therefore it will start reading from the next line itself. And then you may write f dot close so that the file can be fine. You can close the file. See, so it reads the first line, then it is end of the first line, then it reads the second line and end of the first 2 lines. We can, this is the first line, this is the second line. So first line and the end of the first line, second line and end of the first 2 lines. I hope it is understood.
Yes, sir.
One thing you remember, this file handling program, just by reading from here is not enough. You have to practice on your machine. On your machine, you have to practice this. Otherwise, you cannot realize that how the file is created. So it is better maybe with the next class you can come with your laptops at the same time while I am writing a program, you can run it and check over there itself. And next thing is that after the file handling, we may go for the exception handling, and next we may go for the file connectivity, database connectivity. So in that case, again you have to run on your machine because it is in a virtual mode you are doing. So we may show you over here how it is being done in our machine, but at that time you have to do at your end also in the similar way. So therefore, so make it practice that whenever I am writing some program in file handling, that program you also run it on your machine itself. The same program at least you run and see that how it is being achieved. Okay. So that is a reading from the file. Now, suppose a problem is given that read a text file and display the number of vowels, consonants, uppercase, lowercase character in the file. This is the problem given. Try to understand. Read a text file and display the number of vowels, consonants, uppercase, lowercase characters in the file. So how will you solve it? We have taken two sets over here. We can take list or tuple, something like that. Suppose this is the vowel and this is a consonant. The two sets I have taken. You may take simply what your list or tuple you can take, and you can take the tuple as well. So vowels, I have all the vowels in uppercase and lowercase are in this set, and we give the name vowel. All small uppercase and lowercase characters or consonants are being stored in this variable by making it converting into a set. Correct? So now you open a file. Suppose the file is open in read mode, and some text is written over there. Like we have written some text in that file. We have written some text in that file. So what is we want to count? So some variables you have taken just to increment for uppercase, lowercase, consonants, and vowels. So what you do over here for v in infile.read, try to understand what is this infile.read will return. What this, who can say what infile.read will return? Who can say? Anyone?
Sir, it will return the character.
It will return the
Character from the file.
how many characters?
One character, sir.
One character.
Yes, sir.
A read function returns what? File object dot read returns what?
Sir, it will read the file content one by one character.
But if you see the previous examples, when you give read, what it returns? If I write print f dot read, what it was returning?
So
what
all
it
the
entire content of the file?
content, yes, all the contents present.
So here also it will read, it will return the entire content of the file. Suppose this is the content of my file. This is the content of my file. Some lines are written over here. This is the content of the file. If I write for v in this, that means v will iterate over each of these characters. So this infile.read is returning this content, and this v will iterate over each of these characters inside this. Correct? The moment you write infile.read, this content is there in the memory. Here it is in the memory. Is it understood what I am saying? The moment you write infile.read, the content of the file is read and it is there in the memory. Now the moment you write for v in this, that means for v in this file. So v will go for each character, iterate over each character. Now it is being checked if v is in vowel, v in vowel. What is vowel? Vowel is a set. So if v is found in the vowel, it returns true, then count of vowel will increment. If v is in consonants, if it is there in this set, then consonant will increment.
Sir, infile.read is a separate function or not?
Infile.read is just infile is an object. Dot read means it will read the content. So it is a read is a function. Infile is this one. Infile is the file object. If you give f, you will write f over here.
Yes, sir, got it, sir.
Write f, you write f over here. Read is the function actually. Right? So it will check if it is there inside vowel, the vowel will increment. If it is there inside consonant, what are these vowels and consonants? The vowels and consonants you have already defined. These are two different sets. Sets, list, tuple, whatever you take. Correct? So now you check that whether v is greater than capital A and less than capital Z. That means if it is in between, the ASCII value is in between this, the upper count will be incremented. If it is between if it is a small character range, then the lowercase count will increment. And we can print that what is the total number of consonants, vowels, uppercase character and lowercase character. Is it understood? Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But let me run the program so that so this is set. This is vowels. So free file rate. Okay. So instead of demo file, I check demo because we have created demo over here. I don't think it is. Okay. Now let's see. Now you can see the number of vowels, number of consonants, uppercase and lowercase characters. From that file, the file is demo.txt file. In that, how many vowels, how many consonants. Correct. So this is nothing but a content of the entire file. The content of the entire file has been read and it is there in the memory. And this means that this will iterate over those contents and that will give you the result in this way. Right? I hope it is understood.
Yes, sir.
Let us go for one more another example. For suppose I want to copy a file to another file. I want to copy a file to another file. So what I have to do? First, I have to read the content from one file. Whatever the content I'll read, I'll write into another file. So one way of doing is that the first file I'll open as read mode. Second file I'll open as write mode. I'll read the content from the first file, write into the second file. Is it or not? how many files are required? If I want to copy one file to another, how many files we need? Can you tell?
2 files, sir.
Two,
Two
sir.
files. One for reading, another for writing.
Yes, sir.
See over here, here also we have opened two files, but two different way we have written. One way, this one you already know that the like this one, where in file equals to open this one. This way you have, this is the file object, any name you give, open equals to this. This is one way of opening. This is another way of, another syntax of opening. With open, with open file name with path as f, as this is equal to f equals to open this, meaning is set. Try to understand. If I write f equals to open c:/user this demo file.txt comma read r mode, this is same as with open the path name with the file as f. F is the file handler. Correct? So inside, then what you write, with open out1.txt write as f1. So another file we have opened with in the write mode as f1. Two files we have opened for line in f. So what we will do? What is f? F is the source file. F1 is the target file. Correct? So we have opened both the files, one for reading, another for writing. So we do what? For line in f, so a line will iterate over f, and each character it will write into each character it will write into the f1. It will write each character into 1. Is it understood? Just look into the code. I will run the code, but look in the code and say that if you have it out.
Sir, with is a keyword in Python.
With is a keyword. With is a keyword. Let me show you that how it is equivalent. How it is equivalent, I will show you. With is a keyword, with open c:/ this demo suppose file.txt as f. This is as f1 for line in f1 dot write of line. So first one read mode, second one is in write mode. Oh, I just have to check that whether it is being read out. What is the file name that you have given over here? Out1. So we'll check that whether out1 is created. Yes, out1 is created, and I will check that whether out1 contains the same or not. See, this is the content of out1. This is the content of demo. Is it same or not? So the file, yes. So file is copied from demo to out1. So we have over here. Correct. So I have not used the path over here because it takes the default path as the same, or you may write the path, entire path again. Where to write? So what it does for line in F, what it does, that means, can anyone say for line in F? For line in F, what it does?
So it will read the first line of the file and demo.txt.
It is actually not, although I have written line, it is not reading the line. It is reading one character at a time. Not character, it is iterating over the F. What is F? F is a memory location where the content are there. So line is a variable which is iterating over each character of that F. It is not actually reading one line at a time. It is iterating over each character. I have written over line, but it is actually, it is a variable which is iterating over each character of F. F is a memory location where the content of demo.txt is stored. So for each character, it put it into F1 with the right function. Is that clear?
Sir, the write function will write only a single character to the file at a time.
But here as I am reading a character, therefore I am writing that character into the file. Till now, line by line, I have not told. This is only a character by character. This correct. So although I have given the line as a, you can, if you have confused, just write L and check over here. Same thing. Right? Give it some other name, maybe out too, and you run it. Correct? So it is just a variable name. It's not a keyword. Line is not a keyword.
No, sir, I'm not
Which is
saying that. Sir,
yes.
sir, I'm just
Yes.
asking
Hello.
that can the write function write a single character or a whole line also?
Now here it writes one single character.
In this case, I understood that it is writing one character. I'm asking that will it write?
That can we can write the lines also. But till now we have read the character by character. Line I will also tell you. Don't worry, we will go one by one. Correct?
And sir, instead of doing in this syntax, can we open the first file in reading mode and the second file in the writing mode, and then
Yes, 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 yes. That can this is one way I have done. You can which you open two files, read from the first file, write into the second file. That also we are doing. That also we are doing, but we have taken a variable over here. That you can do. If dot, you can put a loop for you read a character and write the content to another character. That is there. That can be done. You read a line and store it in a list or something, or in a string, and the string you can write into another file. Understood what I'm saying?
Yes.
You read line by line, you can read. You put a loop and read line by line. And suppose one line you have read, you store it in str and write the str into the file. F1 dot write of str. Correct? So this is not, I'm not saying this is the only way of copying one file to another file. You can write your own logic. And I'll show you another way of copying file to another one. This is one of the way. The second way you can see over here by using a inbuilt function. I have done it. Just look over here. Okay, let's see over here. There is a package called shutil, shell utility, shutil. So import shutil. So first file is open and the file handler is original. This is the file demo file.txt region, and this is the target file demo file 1.txt region target. So I want to copy the demo file to demo file 1. Correct? So in shutil there is a function called copy file. This is predefined or inbuilt function. But this copy file is inside the shutil. So you have to import shutil. So to copy the file, import shutil and shutil dot copy file, and simply I write original comma target. This will copy from original to target or the source to target, whatever the name you have given. This is the simple. You are not putting your logic over here. Rather, you are using a package and you are using the copy file from there and to copy the. So this is shutil is the package channel being used for running, for executing the shell utility commands. Copy, rename, move. Those can be used. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Is it understood or not?
Sir, 1 second.
See, this is the first file I have opened. This is the second file. So this is original. It's not actually we are opening the file. This entire string is being stored in original. Try to understand. This is I am not opening the file. Try to understand. This is this string. As a raw text, I have written R. So this is being stored in original. This entire string is there in target. Try to understand. So we are actually not opening the file. Rather, these two are being stored in two different variables. Two strings are stored. To the copy file function, it takes the source file name and target file name. In the place of source file name, I give the name that I have given over here. In the place of target file name, I give the file that I have name that I have given over here. To invoke the copy file, this function, this is present inside shutil. So I just have to write shutil dot copy, and I have to import shutil earlier. So this is the simplest way. I don't want to put logic. So in the second one, actually we are not writing program to put the logic for copying the file from source to target. Rather, we are just using the inbuilt function copy file which is present inside shutil. So in copy, generally in copy, what you do? Source and target. Here also we have taken source and target, but these two are strings. Already we have stored. Where it is present, already we have stored. I hope it is understood.
Yes, sir.